Welcome to War Thunder with Subdude. How y'all doing today? Well, worked hard, worked long, and got the Etendard 4M. Some people may see IVM, but it's actually the Etendard 4M. Beautiful plane. Uh, it's not the Super Etendard, but it's still a very good plane. It's quick. It doesn't have an afterburner, so it does lose quite a bit in the climb, but it's still got a pretty good climb rate. It's got two DIFA 30mm cannons, and it has 120 rounds per gun. Not a lot, but you only need one or two to take out any aircraft in the game. And I mean one or two shells, not cannons. It's got a parachute for slowing down on land runways, and it is a aircraft carrier fighter bomber. And I do mean fighter bomber. I would not call it an air superiority fighter at all. As a matter of fact, if we look at the basic weapons loadout, now, totally unimproved. It says without offensive armament under offensive armament. However, under secondary armament, it's got two cannons. What's going on there? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And then you come down and you have these snub rockets. Now, thank you. We've got rockets. We can go in and use them in ground attack, but there's the armor-piercing rockets. I'd rather have the high explosive ones, but hey, you get what you got. I think it probably would have been better if they'd have given us the bombs, maybe two 500-pounders to begin with. Four would have been nice, but, it is what it is. We have 72 high-speed, low-drag rockets, and they have a nice look to them. They've got the fluted canisters, or rocket pods, if you will. Look very nice. Thank you, Gaijin. That's an excellent model there. Now, the cannons on this thing are mounted low. Matter of fact, that's one right there. And one right there. If we look at the X-ray, you can see there it is. DIFA 552 cannon, 120 rounds. And there's the other one. Look at the engine. We've got about 4,000 pounds or 4,000 kilograms of thrust. That's around 8,500 pounds of thrust. Good engine. Needs an afterburner badly. But they have what they have. As far as fuel goes, this plane can take aloft quite a bit. Armor, it's got some side armor and facing armor. Not quite a bathtub for the pilot, but still better than nothing. And he's got bird strike glass of 40 millimeters. Now, I've had a couple of people ask me, why are you calling it bird strike glass? Because it isn't going to stop anything other than the errant pigeon flying in front of your plane. And even then, it'll probably crack, meaning you're going to go around and land quickly to get that replaced. Basically, that's what they've got on all the modern aircraft. It's meant to deflect birds from killing the pilot. It's not meant to deflect bullets. You know, it might deflect a 50 cal, but it's not going to do a whole lot against something like a 30 millimeter or a 20 millimeter even. But it is what it is. Go back to the modifications. You can see we get the M64 bombs, 500 pounders. Then we get the Mark 83s, 1,000 pounders. Then we get the Nord anti-surface missiles. Now, one thing that the Etendard, and especially the Super Etendard, was noted for as a carrier plane was anti-shipping missiles. Which means somewhere down the road, we're going to get those anti-shipping missiles. Can anyone say Exocet? Yes, we might get the Exocet sometime in the near future. But in order to get the anti-shipping missiles, we're going to need naval forces to advance to the point where they can actually possibly defend themselves. If you were to use anti-shipping missiles against something like, oh, I don't know, the Graf Spee, the Hood, the Prince Eugen, the Hipper, any of the American ships, they would be done for. I don't care how good their AAA is, they would be done for. Because an anti-shipping missile is really small, and it's really fast, and it hits and it blows big holes. Don't believe me? Go look it up on YouTube. Look for harpoon shots. Harpoon is the American weapon. I don't know of anything being shown for Exocet. And I don't know any of the Russian ones. But it's something that I see coming down the road. And again, it requires naval forces to advance to the point where they have the opportunity to defend themselves. That said, I've flown this monstrosity. As you can see, I died once. Didn't get anything other than a little bit of base damage. I think it's a little bit overrated at 9.3. 9.0 would probably be better. Stat card is way off. I was able to get up to 695 miles an hour at sea level. Now, I don't remember whether I was in, what you call it there, reference mode or as is. But that's still a pretty good velocity. But that just means that you can be caught by, well, any F-Saber, MiG-17, Hunter. They're going to catch you. And you don't have the maneuverability to stay out of their clutches. So, using this as a fighter bomber is the preferred method. I wish we had some more bombs other than just 2 1000s or 4 500s. It would make it a little bit more effective. The high explosive Matra rockets would be much more useful. The Nord anti-surface air-to-surface missiles are good, 8-kilometer range. Use them for standoff. Other than that, I think it's going to be a fun plane to play with, provided you're able to play with the plane the way that it was actually meant to play. This was not an air superiority fighter. This is a attacker. For all intents and purposes, it's an attacker. High speed attacker, but still an attacker. I would say this is, well, I don't want to say it's on the same level as the A4 Skyhawk, because I think it's a little faster and it doesn't carry as much as the A4 Skyhawk. But that's where I would put it. Roughly about the same level. Anyone that disagrees, tell me why. In comments. This is Subdude signing off. Y'all have a pleasant today, better tomorrow, and we'll catch you in the sky in Air Realistic on the good maps. Thanks, folks. Bye-bye. Oh, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays for those who are not of the Christian faith. Bye-bye.